Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before starting my own presentation, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Farah Yaumi Azis. I'm from A2019 and my student number is 19220130. So, let me begin by explaining the background of the research. As you can see in here, the first is A, that is topic. Topic is about teaching speaking descriptive text stroke flashcard. And B, background of the research. In here I will explain about the definition of skills, speaking skills, descriptive text, discovery learning method, and flashcard. Example in here is the ability to speak fluently presuppose not only knowledge of language features, but also the ability to process information and language on a spot, according to Harmer in 2001. And the discovery learning method can be defined by itself, namely as a model learning process occurs when students are not presented with direct information, but students are required to read their understanding from that information independently, according to Zunizar and Sudiono in 2020. So the last is theory focus on individual preference and the trait of learners. According to Wolf, 2002, the proposed system uses flashcards as learning tools. Let's turn to the next slide. In here there are two kinds. The first is research question and the second is the objectives of research. So the first research question is 1. How the implementation and scenario of teaching speaking descriptive text through flashcard. And number 2 is how do student and teacher responses to that kind of teaching situation. And here is the objectives of the research. There are 2 and 1 is to find out the implementation and scenario. And second is about to know the response student and teachers about teaching speaking descriptive text through flashcard. Is significance of the research. In this slide there are 3 kinds, like for student, teacher, and for next learning process. So first is for student is improve speaking skills, and for teacher is find an effective and interesting method for teaching, and the last is for learning process. For next learning process is as references material for speaking teaching. So now I would like to move to the next slide. So, and this is the definition of key terms. In here, I will be explain about the definition of what my research proposal is, which is teaching speaking descriptive text through flashcard. So here is the following are some of the key used in this study. Example like 1. Speaking skills. Speaking skills are skills that give us the ability to communicate effectively. And the second is descriptive text. Descriptive text is a text that focuses on describing a single subject, person, or place. So next is a literature review. In this chapter, the researcher describes the theoretical basis for completing the paper. So in here, like the theories about the definition of the term before, or about the title of my research proposal. Example like this: definition of discovery learning. Discovery learning is a learning model can improve student learning outcomes and activitize student learning in class. According to Putri et al. In 2017. And second is descriptive text. Descriptive text is a type of genre that high school demand semester student in Indonesia. According to Noprianto in 2017. So let's turn to the next slide. Methodology and research procedure. The research method is, I want you to take a special note on this case because the research method in this case is qualitative, which is that procedure descriptive analysis data but in written form and questionnaires is according to Cahyaningsi et al. In 2019. And the research procedure is like preparation procedure, implementation procedure, and evaluation procedure, which is that all procedure is about how we planning or how we do the research, our research proposal. So we will turn to the next slide. In here, population and sample, and K is instrument. Population and sample in here is population. This study involved junior high school student and teacher in junior high school. And sample or participant is our junior high school students. And instrument in here is speaking test, flashcard, and questionnaire. The three kinds will be explained in my research proposal later. Inside it will be like definition and what's the goals it is and what it for like this. So next there are research procedure and data collection technique and analysis. In here research procedure, as you know in before slide, I have explained it. And here is data collection technique and analysis. In the research data collection as follows. Example like this. First is speaking test. Data collection through tests conducted to measure students' speaking ability in English. So the second is flashcard. And the third is questionnaire, which is provide opportunities for students to express difficulties and opinions. So we will move again to the next slide. And yeah, I guess that's all from me. I would like to end with a summary of the main points. So in here, the main points that I explained it about my research proposal is just a planning that I want to write what. It was a planning. And my topic or my title is teaching speaking descriptive text through flashcard. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.